Hi there, Corey MacArthur here, your realtor online out here in Kilworth and Komoka with the Komoka Homes team, and it's a beautiful summer's day out there right now, and today I want to chat with you a little bit about what happened in the second quarter of the real estate market out here in Kilworth and Komoka. And I think the real big question here that we need to talk about is it a seller's market out here in Kilworth and Komoka? And I think the answer may be that yes, it is actually looking like it is a seller's market. So why don't we look at what happened here in the second quarter of 2014. To be honest, the second quarter is actually one of the best quarters we've seen in a long time out here in Kilworth and Komoka. Not that the other quarters were bad, but we had a total of 35 homes change hands between April 1st and June 30th. That's up over 25% from the same quarter of last year and over 150% increase from the first quarter of this year. So we've also seen that on average, sellers are selling their homes for close to full asking price. So I think the percentage we're looking at is they're getting 99.35% of their asking price. So as you can see, they're basically getting exactly what they're asking for their property. And while all these numbers point to a strong seller's market, we do see homes taking about 65 days on average to sell. So that's up 8 days from the same quarter of last year, and it's actually up 23 days from the first quarter of this year. So it's actually taking longer than it did in the first quarter. But as I mentioned in the post below here, in spite of it taking longer for sellers to actually sell their home, we do see that the inventory is also decreasing. And if we had market conditions that basically stayed exactly the same way they are now, and we didn't see any new homes come on the market at all, nobody decided to put a for sale sign in their lawn, then we would run out of inventory in 104 days. So basically all the homes would be sold within 104 days. So just over 3 months. And when we look at a figure like that, we kind of want to see that number actually closer to 5 to 7 months. When we get below 5 months, then we're dealing with kind of a low inventory market. So that means demand is up, supply is down, which is definitely creates a bit of a seller's market. So when we look at some of those things, in spite of it taking longer, our prices are up, home sales are up, inventories on the way down. So we're getting into market conditions that we would consider in the community of Kilworth and Komoka to be a seller's market. So the question is, what does it mean for you? So if you're a buyer and you're looking to buy in Komoka or Kilworth, it means you're probably going to have to ante up close to full asking price for the property. Inventory's at a bit of a decrease right now, so there might not be a lot of selection, but if you're a seller, it's great news. The reason it's great news is basically the opposite of why it's great for sellers, is that buyers are going to have to ante up close to full asking price for your property. So maybe you can push your price point a little bit higher than maybe fair market value, and you're also not dealing with a ton of competition at the same time. So that certainly helps you as a seller. However, we are seeing that it is taking longer to sell. So yes, we are getting the higher prices, but you may have to wait for it. And if in that time of waiting, we get a lot more inventory or a lot more people that decide to put their homes up for sale, it can change the market conditions definitely quite dramatically, especially when you're working within a small community like Kilworth and Komoka, where we are only seeing less than 50 homes sell in a one quarter. So definitely a smaller market, and market conditions can change quite quickly. So if you are considering selling at all, then fill out the form below. I'd be happy to connect with you. I'd be happy to arrange a time to come out, do a market evaluation on your property, tell you exactly what's happening in your specific neighborhood, what's going on with your neighbors' homes, and what I think the value of your property is. That way, you can know exactly where you're at, the things you might need to do to your property to bump up the price a little bit and get that close to full asking price that we see some of the other sellers in the market have already got. So other than that, I hope this has been very informative for you. You can always reach out to me directly by email at corey@komokahomes.ca, or feel free to shoot me a text or give me a call directly on my cell at 519-476-7016. Other than that, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.